I am a grown-ass man who is about to proudly state how hyped he is to be watching a trailer for his childhood book series being adapted into a Disney Plus TV series. But you know what? It's Percy Jackson, baby. And I will not deny the hype for this kid who I gave my entire childhood for. And the movies we all know were dog shit. And now they're making a TV series, and we can actually just go on right over to the YouTube video where there is a big ol' dislike ratio to like ratio on this trailer here. I know some people out there aren't as hyped as I am, but I'm trying to be an optimistic person going into this one, and I have a couple of reasons as to why, and we're going to talk about it right here in this trailer. Which, by the way, this is only a 30-second trailer, but considering it comes out in a couple months, this is probably the best we're going to get. We're going to see what they give us and talk about it. So right off the bat, I want to talk about my boy Edge, the rated R superstar. He's playing Ares in Percy Jackson, and never while reading these books growing up and watching WWE throughout my childhood did I make the connection, oh yeah, Ares, Edge. I never would have put those two together, but when they announced Edge was playing Ares, I was down. Everything I've seen of Adam Copeland's acting skills, I have no complaints. I know he can get a little more visceral. He can make some crazy faces. I've seen it in the WWE. That being said, when I was picturing Ares, this is literally just Edge. They didn't dress him up or nothing. And he's in a normal ass location, but it looks really green screen, which makes me, assume that the show isn't gonna look as good as I'm hoping in the back of my mind. Which shouldn't be the case. This is Disney. They got the money to make it look good, and it's Percy Jackson. And I know that Percy Jackson isn't Harry Potter like he is to me, but I know for most people that's not like a household name, so they might not give him the royal carpet treatment I was hoping for, but I would hope it'd look a little bit better than this picture. And we're seeing a lot of things that is all new. That's our first shot of Grover. Really our first time seeing Annabeth, which this right here, I want to talk about the casting. I think Grover looks pretty close to what I envisioned as a kid. Percy and Annabeth, not so much. And I'm not saying that because, oh, Annabeth is black. When I picture Percy and Annabeth, at least in the first book, I picture Annabeth as being taller, older, kind of looking down on him like he's a dumb kid, and I do not get that vibe of these two standing next to each other. And that's literally it. Coming out December 20th. Gonna close out the year watching Percy Jackson. I want a lot more from this trailer. I can kind of see why the dislikes are there. I feel actually less confident in the show after watching this trailer. And I'm a couple days late watching this trailer, by the way, but I didn't realize they actually released it on Percy's birthday, which is also my anniversary. Fun little fact. But yeah, that's what I think of the trailer. I'm a little less confident in the show, but I am hopeful. Please, for the love of God, Disney, do this franchise justice. Even if it gets just a couple more kids reading Percy Jackson. I think I just remember a time when I was really young when I thought all my favorite books should be adapted, and I needed that for some reason, and I wanted them to be faithful. But the older I get, and going back to Percy Jackson, I really start to see it as a story that doesn't need to be adapted because it's kind of hard to adapt. There are certain quirky things about Riordan's writing that I don't think translates that well. But there have been countless stories, even Harry Potter to an extent, where I think they made it work, even though I didn't think certain things they could do, even if, even the length of those stories, they crammed them down. They made them work enough, and even that large of an audience was able to digest it with only a couple cliff notes as to why this is and why that is. I'm hoping they do Percy justice. They give them at least a couple of seasons, do maybe at least the first 5 books right. Just those first 5 seasons, just seeing Percy make it to the last Olympian, taking on Luke, battling Kronos, just seeing him do all the crazy shit, just making it to that finish line. My child self would have a big old smile on his face, and I can be happy showing that to my future children and hoping that they'll pick up a goddamn book. But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Thank you for watching, and until next time, with that, I leave you.